Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to show you 5 Excel shortcuts that are a life changer. If you are someone like me who spends quite some time on Excel, or if you're just curious to know how you can get more productive, then this video is definitely for you. Before I get started, make sure to subscribe to our channel and like this video if you enjoyed watching it. Let us establish the baseline rule. Keyboard is king when it comes to Excel, so I want you to let go of your mouse for a minute. Before we start working on some data sets, let us get you warmed up by going over some keystrokes. Now use the left and right arrows on your keyboard to move across cells. You can do the same by pressing the Shift button at the same time, and you can see that now the cells are being selected as you move. If you press Ctrl, Shift, and arrow, this will take you to the end of the sheet while selecting cells. If you let go of the Shift key and just use Ctrl and arrow, then you can go from one end of the sheet to the other. This is very useful, especially when you want to scroll down a table really fast. Alright, now that we've got you warmed up, let's start working with some real data sets. Now we're gonna aim to accomplish 5 main things from this exercise. Number 1, working with cell alignments. 2 is changing fonts, color, and size. Then we're gonna work on adjusting borders and number formats through the keyboard shortcuts. Number 4, we're gonna work with a format painter, and number 5, we're gonna work with rows and columns. Alright then, let's get started. So first up, I'm gonna use the Alt-H-AC shortcut to align my cell data to the center. I can also do the same if I wanna align to the left by using the Alt-H-AL shortcut. Then I'm gonna select the first row and bolden the font by using Ctrl-B. I personally like to work without grid lines, so I'm going to hide them using the Alt-WVG shortcut. And then I'm gonna change the font type from Calibri to Arial using the Alt-H-FF shortcut. So I'm not going to keep on saying Alt-H, I'm just going to refer to the shortcuts in the following. So if I want to use the FS shortcut, this will allow me to change the font size and make it smaller. And if I want to use the FM shortcut, this will allow me to change the number format. And in this case, I want to do that for the values in this table in order to convert them to a currency format with the US dollar sign. This will allow me to have a much nicer looking table that allows the reader to make more sense out of the data inside. Alright, now I'm gonna go ahead and use a very simple sum formula in order to sum the data that I have in the table from cell B2 to B22. And I'm gonna go ahead and bolden the total number there, and I'm gonna use the border shortcut in order to create a border around it using the Alt-HB shortcut. I'm gonna change the font color using the Alt-H-FC. I'm gonna go ahead and pick a green color for my total, since we're talking about money here. And I'm gonna go ahead and also do the same for the first row of my table. I'm gonna go all the way up and also change the font color there. Let's see, we can use also the same FC shortcut, and I'm gonna go ahead and pick orange. Now I'll go ahead and I'll select all these cells in my table, and I'm gonna use the border shortcut again to select borders for all. This allows me to have a better look with my table. And lastly, I will change the cell color of my first row by using the Alt-HH shortcut, and I'm gonna choose black as my color. Alright, so now in the last section of this video, I'm gonna go ahead and adjust the column width using the Alt-HOW shortcut. I'm gonna do that for both column A and column B because you can see that the number is not clear enough in column B. So I'm gonna do that again as well. And next, I'm gonna go ahead and have the total of all the expenses that are shown below in dollars appear as well in Qatari riyals. So I'm gonna do that and then use the format painter in order to maintain the same color and font type. But you can see that the value was automatically shown in US dollars. So I'm gonna change that using the format number shortcut, Alt-FM, and sort the values in the table from largest to smallest using the Alt-HS shortcut. And you can just move around tabs using your tab key on the keyboard. And there you have it. I have all my expenses now sorted from the largest to smallest using the keyboard shortcut Alt-HS. And what I'm gonna do just for display purposes, I'll insert column on the left hand side using Alt-IS, and I'll insert a row using Alt-IR, and I'm gonna go ahead and change the color code of these rows and columns just from a visual perspective to have a better visibility on the data and the table in that sheet. All right, there you have it. These were my top 5 Excel shortcuts that I wanted to share with you today. I'm sure you will start to notice that they will save you a ton of time, and hey, there is no harm in showing off these skills to a friend or a colleague. I'm sure you'll impress them. If you like this video, please make sure to like it and hit the subscribe button. See you again next time.